guys, Jerry again, Goody Bushcraft, and I'm back out yet again. This is twice this week. I was out last night with Ray and Paul, and now I'm out tonight with Deano.
Good evening.
And Mr. Mark Taylor over there. So yeah, just couldn't resist getting out again. We've come up to our favourite spot of ours, the cliff tops. Those that know. Just absolutely spectacular views, and just the absolute perfect place to spend the evening when the weather's nice. Some nice food, some nice beers, relaxing with mates. It's pretty much what it's all about, isn't it? Right, we're in the bivvies tonight as well, just straight bivvies. I don't know whether we'll do the tarps or not. I don't think it's going to rain, but yeah, a bivvy bag camp. Catch you in a bit. Yeah, I changed it up a little bit for tonight's camp, and that's the British Army shortback Bergen, not the longback. It's the shortback version, but I've just not put the rocket pouches on the side because that's just gigantic as it is. But I added some extra warm layers for later, and obviously a few beers and food and stuff in there. I could still fit loads more in that. It's gigantic, but yeah. I usually bring the NI patrol pack or the Dutch Army Sting. That's my favourite Bergen, but yeah, that's still pretty cool. Right, last year we went on a camp to the Jurassic Coast, and his friend Danny, who we camped with, brought along one of these because there was no wood to burn and we wanted a small fire. And so I thought the same kind of thing tonight. There's literally not any deadfall up here really, and this is basically a better version of a disposable barbecue out in tin foil and that crap. It's basically older wood, charcoal, a bit more wood and a lighter. But this is the perfect little thing if you want just something to look at later while we're enjoying a beer, and it's going to leave no fire scar, nothing, because we're going to burn it on the rock. Maybe find a few extra twigs to chuck on it. That'll be just right. Right, here's my canteen kit for tonight. I've got the Dutch Army water bottle, the bigger one, the newer version, slightly bigger one. A stainless Dutch cup from 1987, but it's hardly had any use. And we've got that newish military style Nalgene. So this is made by Nalgene, look, but it's done in the same spec as like the US Army, their military bottle. And then, as always, one of my many Crusaders. This one's a 1995 vintage, and that lid is off eBay. If anyone needs a lid for the Crusader, because obviously the heavy cover ones, I've got that one as well, but the heavy cover ones are silly money really, like 20 something quid for a lid. This is a little bit cheaper on eBay. Some guy custom makes them. I'm not affiliated anyway, it's just really good, well made for about a tenner, I think they are. Yeah, so that's tonight's canteen kits. So I've just popped the ration pack in there, look. Push it down, lid on. It's as simple as that, onto the Hexy stove. It's just an old school Wesbit one. Let that warm up for a little while. I can't wait to try it. Right guys, there's the setup. The trusty British Army Gore-Tex bivvy bag. I'll show you. It's got my Nemo air mat, and then inside there, snug pack sleeping bag, woolly hat, and British Army softy jacket for later when it gets cold. And that is as simple as it gets. That's tonight's setup. No tarp. Don't need to be more complicated than that. And then let's take you around camp. There's Dino's setup.
Twice a match, don't look at it.
And then, what bivvy bag is this, Dino?
It's the Alpkit Hunker XL.
Alpkit Hunker XL. And then, well, obviously, similar setup to mine. Obviously, sleeping bag, pillow. Well, you've got a pillow.
Yeah.
I didn't realise you're that posh. I have to use my rucksack. And then Mark's really showing us who's boss with the bivvy bags now. With the, is it the
Snug Pack Stratosphere?
Stratosphere. And Molly expertly modelling there in the background.
Yeah. I've got a pillow as well.
Jeez, some little bit of pillow. Christ.
Lack of luxury.
Well, yeah, they're the settles, guys. All good. What do you reckon?
I am really happy that we're here.
Very much so. Very much so. Check that, guys. Try and get another shot of the where we are before we lose the light in about an hour. What an epic place. There we go, guys. While that was cooking, while I was setting my bivvy bag up, time to tuck in. This is from the State Detective. I'll put a link to him in the description, but yeah, he makes all kinds of cool ration pack kind of stuff like this in a World War II style. Makes the best ever beef jerky and biltong. Yeah, highly recommended, guys. So I'll put a link to him in the description. Well, the verdict is, guys, that is absolutely beautiful. Beef steak and vegetables and dumplings. And for pudding, good old chocolate brownie. Look at Molly, bless her, she knows it's dinner time.
Rustling, the rustle.
Yeah, the ration pack pudding I've just ate, it's only 3 months out of date at least.
That's nothing.
That's nothing, is it? I bet I'm a lot older than that.
Like 10 years out of date.
Yeah, Jesus. We used to buy them from an army store near us, and the guy, obviously, they were well out of date. The owner of the army store had split them all down into the individual bits. They were like 50 pence each, but they were, yeah.
Back when you could
They were
get
old.
ration pack stuff for not stupid money.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
before this whole like ration pack thing went off, like 15 or so years ago, you could go to Omni Surplus
Yeah, yeah.
and get them for next to nothing.
Yeah.
Like
and
Jay said, then like 50p for a main meal.
yeah.
Or it might have been like 50p for a pudding, £1 for a
Yeah, it was dirt
meal
cheap
or
still.
whatever.
We literally went and stocked up all the time, didn't we?
Yeah, we used to buy them like in bulk.
Yeah.
didn't we? But
But-
now you can't get them for bloody love the money.
I think the British Army ration pack now, I mean, I've seen them going for like 20, 25 quid sometimes. And the French one's same, like 25. That's crazy money for what's essentially just going to feed you for a day or even a meal in some of them. But yeah, rant over. That's just the price of ration packs are getting silly. £10 maximum for a British Army one, I think. That's about reasonable. Now this is out of a French ration pack. I've just cracked it, so I can't actually show it you properly, but I think it translates as pickled fish with onion. Now I've tried some weird ration pack stuff in my time. I've even had a Russian ration pack that looked like essentially dog meat in it, but I ain't eating that. No way.
Go on, Jay, get it down here.
We can't even,
Let me hold the camera and you taste it.
we can't even get Molly because it's got onions in. You're not supposed to get dogs onions, so yeah. Jeez. You smell that through the camera?
Scratch and sniff TV.
Round two. Some noodles, quick and easy. Noodles on the cliff top. Deano just gone
I like to go
dangerously
towards the edge,
close.
Jay, panic.
Yeah, yeah. Well, steady, man, steady. Mind you, having said that, I'll get 250 quid out of it, so. You would not want to go over the edge of that.
You would, that'd be an A&E job, that one, definitely.
Head stink. Right, guys, tonight's a slightly different. I'm keeping it a little bit classier. 4 cans of Red Stripe. Shout out to Steve Frogmoon. I think that's his personal favourite. In fact, I do remember that was the currency for staying at Camp Stupid. I think take a few counts of Red Stripe, Mark.
Definitely, yeah.
And it was the beer of choice for most raves we used to go to.
It was actually, yeah. Every rave we went to back in the day.
Do
Yeah.
you want to spend £1.50 on a warm can
of
watery Red Stripe?
Yeah.
I paid for my carved mushrooms off Steve with cans of Red Stripe.
And then don't ask me why, but I've got them ways as well. So we'll share that in a bit. So I've just moved a bit further down, and obviously there's the footpath. But we noticed this little side bit coming off here. There's no normal here. Really flattened down. There's some crazy mad falls have been going right down there. flattened the path, so it must be more than one person going. I don't think I'm going to risk it. That's a hell of a drop. It's quite a popular spot up here though with rock climbers like boulderers and things like that. Further down there's some cracking spots, so maybe it's them. It's the people that aren't scared of heights. Again, sorry about the wind noise, guys. Whoa, steady Deano. He ain't bothered, is he? Nerves are still. Oh, almost lost him. It's worth filming. I mean, at least to show his family.
You can have my vinyl, Jay.
Boom. Get jumping.
It's going to push you off.
Vinyl's probably worth more than I am.
Right, I'm going to carry on collecting. Well, I'm going to carry on collecting firewood now. We're going to have a small fire soon. Yeah, we're getting a respectable amount of firewood. Like I mentioned before, there's literally no deadfall here at all, hardly. So we're just literally getting any bit we can. That's not bad. Just to make that burn a little longer. Right, we're starting to lose a bit of the light now. Not belong till I think we get the fire started, fellas. What do you reckon?
Yeah, why not?
Twisted fire starter.
Twisted fire starter. I do like a bit of Prodigy. That's the wood we've got, and it'll have to do. We noticed down the way, I think somebody's been clearing a few bits of the shrubs and the stuff away, so these are like the dead roots from the bits they've chopped. So they'll do us, they're all bone dry. And we'll combine it with, like I said, the little eco log there, and have ourselves a little bit of Bushcraft TV. Party time. The party don't start till the fire's lit, we know that.
Party don't start till Jay walks in either.
Well, I've been telling you that for years, man. You know. Right. Any thoughts, Mo? Get that fire lit? Okay, no worries.
It's been quiet now.
Okay then, the eco grill is lit. Just used a bit of tinder cord and fire steel, but I had to work really hard for that. This is a tiny, cheap Chinese fire steel that we had years ago. My daughter used to practice with this, and it's pretty much wore out anyway. You see how thin that is, but it snapped. So I had to do it with that bit, but I did it. The other chaps caught it on camera to prove it. I don't know why. I didn't bring my proper fire kit. I literally just chucked that and a few bits of tinder cord in a tin. But yeah, we're in. We're cooking. We're away. Well, there we go.
It's all good, mate.
It don't get much better, does it, man?
No, is it?
Small fire tonight. Plenty of wood. That's not a lot of wood for a normal size bushcrafty fire that we had last night, but that's a good couple of hours worth for something like this. So you on fire, dude?
I'm going to burn another hole in my favourite Montane trousers.
Holy smokes!
It's not the size of the fire.
Yeah, you can still do damage, mate. You won't want to fall on it. Yeah, what a night to be out. And there's our view, looking out over Derbyshire. I'm not going to give the exact location. A lot of you will know, obviously, but I do get the odd comment. I've had one just earlier asking for the exact location. I'm not going to give the location out. If you can work it out for yourself, that's fair enough. But this is already a fairly busy spot. It's popular with rock climbers, boulderers. It's got a totally different name in their community to what we know it as. But yeah, if you can work it out, fair play. What do you know?
Very good.
I'm really enjoying this, guys. This is cool.
Me too.
Just a night, just chilling on the cliffside, listening to nice music, chatting, and just enjoying being outdoors. And check that, guys. On top of the world. Not quite, but We're getting there, aren't we, lads?
Like our civilisations over there.
Yeah.
Just here.
I like that,
We're
yeah.
civilised.
It's cool. It's, I mean,
Back to basics.
and good morning, guys. Well, I can't say that was the best night's sleep I've ever had. I've constantly, because it's on slight inclines, so I think we're all sliding down a bit during the night. But yeah, still good to be out. It's an absolutely amazing morning. It's cold, very cold, but it's still nice. It's still beautiful. The sun is shining, and yeah, great to make that memory last night. Like me and Dino were just chatting. We literally just squeezed this camp in between him finishing work yesterday, and we've got to get back to work, get him back to work this morning. So, like you say, a 15-hour window, we've done something really cool. I'm not back at work until tomorrow morning, thankfully. But Dino, bless him, he's going straight there. But he's tough, he's hard, he can take it.
We can take it. That's what coffee was invented for.
So yeah, we've just done the world's fastest pack up. We're just going to check for litter and get going back down to the village. So that's where I was, leaving no trace but a bit of flat grass. That's where Dino was. That's where Mark was. So no trace at all. Let's go. And we're back in the village. A nice steady walk down. A lot easier on the way back down, and the bag's not as heavy. But yeah, incredible camp. Great to be back up at the cliff top. Great to be back out with Deano and Mark. Just a really nice night, chilling by that small fire and just enjoying being out. So yeah, thank you very much if you watched this far as always, and I'll leave you with a few pictures from the trip, and I'll see you very soon.